Excuse me, y'all. This thing been acting crazy. So I don't know if it's my phone or it's just that I need to get replaced or the camera. But I'm gonna make sure I get it fixed because I don't want to have no problems with this in the future. Because I got so much stuff I wanted to knock out, for my real supporters. Y'all give me a second. Try the best I can do this for y'all right quick. I'm just seeing how this doing right quick, y'all. And y'all let me know if you can see me clearly through the screen. Y'all let me know if everything coming through clearly on your side. I appreciate the love. Like I always tell y'all, make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. They only let I only seen one person come in. Let me see. To this thing. Hey, what's going on? Where you from? Like I always tell y'all, make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. You know what I mean? I appreciate all the love. Make sure you hit that like button as you enter the chat room. I appreciate the love. Um, I'm just letting you know if y'all can see me clearly, on the screen or whatever. I appreciate it. And like I told you, this video is we call Experiencing New Love is Experiencing New Life. You know, um, One thing you gotta understand when you experiencing new love, like for a Scorpio man, like this is a different thing for us. And I just want to make sure I get started for y'all because I didn't know if this was gonna come out clearly. So y'all excuse me. And like I always tell y'all, make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. I appreciate it. I realize I ain't going to pay attention to the weird stuff. If the weirdos come through, they support us too. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them too. I realize I got to embrace the good with the bad. It is what it is. You know what I mean? If you a subscriber, please subscribe. If you a hater, please continue to hate because I realize that's gonna help me. You know what I mean? It's all about perception, right? So make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. I appreciate the love. Make sure y'all hit the like button, which is the three dots in the right hand corner. This is gonna be a real Scorpio man. Experiencing new love is like experiencing new life. What I'm saying? And being in a new relationship is like being in a new life for us. Because when we connected to that new relationship, we connected to an it feels like it's very deep for us. It's y'all excuse me. It's very deep for us. It's very heavy. That's why y'all be when a lot of times when people ask like what's wrong with Scorpio, like why are they so I feel like it's so deep, what I mean, why is it so intense, why do I feel so in tune with this individual so fast, why do I feel so in tune with this individual so heavy, on that type of time. It's because we are connected to that individual on a deep, almost spiritual level. And this is what I really feel. This is what I really, start to realize. Because certain things you understand. It's a lot of things we don't understand, but certain things we start to understand as time moves on. And I started to realize like when you start like when I connect with a person, it's not like the normal relationship thing. Trust me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to the fellas as well as the ladies, but especially the ladies because y'all the majority of my channel, you know what I'm saying? Just being realistic. You know, um, Being with a new person is like being in a marriage. I always try to do the regular dude thing and the dating thing and just have fun. Just like any other person would. You know, you know. just like any other individual would. But I don't feel connected with just the average. I don't. It's not just this average relationship thing. It's just not this average connection that the everyday person would have. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the average everyday connection. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, they gonna they gonna send them in. But all my real supporters, I still encourage y'all to still connect with me. And I still want to hear y'all comment. Don't pay the trolls and stuff no matter. If any of my supporters want to moderate and control and worry about the trolls, I'll let my supporters do that. I'm not going to even worry about stuff like that no more. Cause I really don't really be caring. As long as they not bothering the supporters, I don't care. You know what I mean? One thing you got to understand when you connect with us is like everything we hold on to very, very heavy. I try to do the regular relationship thing, try to do the regular, dating and whatever thing, but it don't work. It never worked for me. It's not the type of thing that really works for me. It never works out in that type of form. It never works out in that type of fashion where it's like something where I planned it. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be this. It's never this regular thing. It's never this casual thing. It's never this whatever type of relationship. It's always something enormous. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. It's almost cinematic. It's almost theatrical. The relationships a Scorpio man has with a woman, and y'all that experience this, y'all can agree. It take y'all not the only ones that reflect all these feelings and all these different changes and all these different passions and all these different feelings when y'all connected to us. It's like I feel like it's like we feel this. I go through this whole spiritual metamorphosis with every woman I ever connected with. That's why when I be looking at y'all, like sometimes y'all got to help me when I got to look at y'all. Like I can't just go by what you tell me. Like I got to see who you are before you talk to me because I know it's so many different layers to a woman. I know y'all, even from a little age, like I told y'all, like the girl, she would connect to me even from kindergarten. Like you gonna be my boyfriend. Like she was aggressive, like not like kids play games and stuff like that, but like she was like, nah, if you don't be my boyfriend, I'm gonna tell my big brother and he gonna whoop your ass every day. And you gonna cry to your mommy. You know what I'm saying? It was like serious, like I love you. I'm gonna get my brothers to bully you and beat you up. And if you don't go along with what I'm trying to get you to go along with, it's never been this ordinary connection with anybody I ever been with. So when y'all talk about going through all these emotions and all these different feelings and all these different confusing feelings and all these different chaos, like different like stuff that you never had happen to you, like all these different events happening to you, like you have to understand, welcome to the club. When you talking to another Scorpio man, like it's nothing that you could tell me to make me look at you oddly. It's nothing that you could tell me to make me look at you crazy for your story. No matter how unorthodox it might be, no matter how different it might be, no matter how eccentric it might be, it's not going to come off surprising to me or any other Scorpio because it's never been no normal thing for me. It's never been no normal transaction and no normal connection or no normal relationship with anybody I ever been with. You know what I'm saying? It's always been this deep thing. It's always been this enormous connection. It's always been this heavy relationship with whoever I'm with. Oh, somebody trying to call me now. You see how stuff work, y'all? Y'all see how stuff work? I want to see, and y'all let me know. I want to hear from my real supporters because I know how I get. Y'all get real shy, but let me know. If y'all let me in here, like I always tell y'all. Make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. If you follow me on IG, make sure you hit me up on my Cash App as well as my PayPal. If you hit me up online, if you want to donate, show that love. If y'all want to hit me up for any advice or anything of that nature, make sure you hit me up at 312-526-6350. You know what I'm saying? You know, I let all the let what happened to all the weirdos and all the trolls. They don't let them have they won't it ain't fun when I ain't doing that to them. I guess they let them run out. You know, I appreciate the extra numbers. Thank you. I don't know. Let me see if I see any of my real supporters up in here. I don't know. I can't even tell yet, to be honest with you. But hopefully, you know, they'll let some of my real supporters up in here. That's all I'm in here. And let me know if any of my real supporters here, because I want to make sure y'all can see me. You know, with every woman I ever connected with, even if I wanted to make light of the situation, you know, and y'all excuse me, like I always tell you, if y'all feel like it's not bright enough, or if y'all feel like I need to add something to it, y'all let me know. You know, I always wanted to just know what it's like to be the regular dude. You know what I'm saying? It might sound like a cliche, you know what I'm saying? I sound like I'm faking making something up, but it's like I always wanted to figure out what it's like to be the whatever guy, be in a normal relationship where it's just 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 freaking for the weekend. Like, I don't know what it's like to have, even with the most sexual, most physical connections I've ever had. They were like, and they loved they loved me. I love them too, because I'm the type of individual that I'm not gonna connect with you if I don't have a certain respect for you. I'm not even gonna get on that level with you. A Scorpio is not gonna even really spend time with you if he don't have a certain respect for you. If he don't have a real connection with you that's deep and something that he can hold on to forever. It's gonna always be something that he can never. It's nothing that we can play off. It's nothing that we can fake. It's nothing that we can pretend when it comes to anybody that we're with. It's nothing that we can, fake it. And y'all give me 1 second. I just want to brighten it up, get this, back on track a little bit. Cause I was looking I was trying to set this up, and then something else happened, and I don't know what's going on today, y'all. They got all types of stuff going on, but this is just like he said, we live in the physical realm. But when you look at it from hindsight, everything is a spiritual realm, and that's why I'm not really surprised with how even I'm explaining to y'all about relationships in my experiences, because if I lived a very vivid, very tumultuous, very exciting, very action-packed, very, deep life, the people that I fall in love with are the people that fall in love with me. The people that connect with me are going to be extremely, extremely passionate people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we think we supposed to be connected with brother, sister, cousin, people that connected with us, that we born with, but you end up connecting and having these explosive relationships with people that you never even intended on having it with. Like, I never could have a woman where it can be like, oh, this is a regular thing. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I see you there. I see you over the week. It's like no, like what are we gonna? It's never ceased to amaze me. Even the ones that came off on that type of time where it was an arrogance, it was a certain, immaturity with the individual that I was talking to. Like, even if it started off with that type of rhythm, with the cockiness, with the loud mouthing, it always get to a point where it's extreme, where she's really venting to me, where she's really letting me know, hey, this is either gonna be the serious thing, it's either gonna be the full thing, or it's gonna be, it's not gonna be nothing at all. This is not gonna be one of those relationships where you could play around with, you know what I'm saying? So, and y'all give me 1 second. Like I always tell y'all, like, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they got going on, but make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all follow me at Godbody_2009. My like button. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, y'all. Make sure you hit the three dots in the corner. I appreciate y'all coming in. Make sure y'all comment. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's a lot of stuff going on, but I want to hear from my supporters. Now, let me get rid of all this crazy stuff. Because I don't want none of my supporters to get discouraged. I feel like getting nervous because, I want y'all to always feel welcome. So, y'all make sure y'all hit that like. Y'all just give me 1 second to make sure I got everything set up. I was trying to get my regular camera view for y'all, but I think I hit it and I didn't set it up early enough, but I apologize about that. So every relationship for a Scorpio man is always going to be something deep for us. It's always something heavy for us. It's like experiencing a whole marriage. It's like experiencing a whole nother life, because with every relationship, it brings out, a different piece in us. It brings out enormous layers and different pieces of us with different individuals, because each individual could bring out such a intricate, deep part of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So with us dating as Scorpio man, like, it's very heavy. Every relationship it has a certain depth to it. Even if a person want to play it off like the person was whatever, it don't whether you think so much of the person, whether you want to play it off, you know what I'm saying, and make light of it, they're gonna bring certain enormous parts of. I mean, I'm not saying it about everybody. Some people, they can date like that, but I'm just speaking on the perspective as a Scorpio man. Like, every relationship for us, it holds a extreme, deep significance that we hold on to and learn from, and really, really have an enormous connection with not only ourselves, but with the women that we connect with from that day on, connect with from in the future, as far as the future reference. It just, every relationship is very deep. Anybody that ever connects with us, you got to understand that it's going to be a deep piece of your chapter. He's always going to have a very deep, important part in your story. Give me 1 second, y'all. They hit me with the trolls. They hit me with everything, y'all. But y'all, I'm not even gonna block all of them. I want y'all to be able to see this, because you know what I mean. I want y'all to see that when you have a certain light on yourself, that you're gonna be bombarded by wicked spirits, like flies and mosquitoes on the street. Like, they will attract to you, like obsessive with obsessive maniacs. And you have to understand, if you're going to put yourself out there, whether you preaching the gospel, whether you doing art, whether you doing rap music, whatever you put yourself out on, it's going to come with 1,000 haters. And you have to understand that, everybody can't handle that. You have to understand, where any light is going to come with dark spirits trying to surround that light and trying to interrupt that light and become jealous of that light. People that you love dearly will start to despise you. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand that if you want to be anything in this world, or have anything in this world, it's going to come with a lot of haters. It's going to come with people trying to discourage you. It's going to be people trying to stagnate you, you know what I'm saying, in order to destroy you. And I want y'all to understand that. What's going on, Allison Brown? I got a regular support. You probably the first normal person that have been in here. Make sure you hit that like button, Miss Allison. Don't go nowhere, because you're the only normal person in here. They've been sending me with trolls and evil spirits and psychopaths. I need some regular people in here. I'm used to seeing that. That's why I always tell y'all when I talk about the Scorpio, man, we're used to haters. I'm used to blocking spirits. I'm used to evil, demonic characters and weirdos. I want to see happy people. I want to see people that got love for me. I'm used to dealing with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my regular supporters. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. They took one of my likes away, but I don't know what's going on with this thing, y'all. But every relationship that you connect with us, as far as being with a Scorpio, it's going to be deep. It's going to be like being in 1 year with being with us is like being with a relationship for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in a marriage for 10 years because you're not loving with your mind. You're not even loving with your eyes, even though we're very sexually attracted to each other during the relationship. It's the spiritual connection that's literally intoxicating. It makes the sexual experience almost more electrifying times 10 when you have a spiritual, um, high vibrational connection with your partner that's unseen by the outside world. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can ever understand why you love this person or why you connected so deeply to the person, because they're not really supposed to understand. It's a personal connection that's between you and that individual. It's a personal, special fire that's lit between you and that individual. It's not for everybody. Wants people to understand their love. Everybody wants people to be understood, stand who they are. Don't you know it's too many layers to you for the average man to understand you in a one dimensional perspective. So it's like when we with our partner, they bring all these dimensions out of us. Which with each person that we with, it brings out so many dimensions and so many layers and so much depth to our soul, where it makes it very heavy with any relationship that we're in. It makes everything that much more deeper and much more serious. Even when we had the intention on start things off with a slow pace, or start things off with this average pace, it always ends up in this intensified, very in depth, very passionate, very heavy connection that I could never forget. I can't speak for every Scorpio in the world, but I can speak for the ones that's pretty much on the Phoenix level, on the highest level, or the highest stage. Like every relationship had a real depth. Like even the ones that might seem immature at first in the beginning, because I might have stereotyped them, or I might have took a quick judge of their character like anybody else does, mistakenly and foolishly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a person of accountability. You know what I'm saying? I try to be more and more accountable every day. You know what I'm saying? I might have misjudged certain individuals that I've dated within the beginning, or within the earlier stages of the relationship, and it becomes this very deep, this very passionate, this very um, heavy connection that I never thought it was going to be. When you with a Scorpio, man, like you going to learn from us, you gonna fuss with us, you gonna wonder about us a lot, you gonna think about this individual a lot. It's gonna be extreme. It's gonna have a different levels of passion. You're gonna have deep moments where you was like, wow, like this is so heavy. Like I think about this individual so deeply. It depends on what stage or what level you on with us. Even if you connected with us for a temporary amount of time, if you were meant to be in our life, or you was meant to be in our journey, you will be plagued. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to be on nobody. I'll make nobody spook out. But you will be plagued if you were supposed to be in our journey. Are supposed to be connected to our journey. Are supposed to be a help during that journey, where we learn from each other, exchange from each other, build with each other, connect with each other. If you run away from that, you're not only, it's not really this prerogative. It's not really this this choice. It's like a mission. It's like every person I've been connected with, it's like this life mission. And if I didn't connect with that person, I do what I was supposed to do with that person, whether I was dating them, I connected with them. You're literally aborting um your spiritual destiny. So when you disconnect from us and you were really meant to be there, or you were really meant to have that, you know what I'm saying, it will. This is the crazy that thing that they playing around with this video, because I don't know, I guess because it's me, of course, but it is crazy. I would usually take stuff off when they do all that weird stuff like that, but they let so many goofies in here just to troll me. You know what I'm saying? They only help me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna erase this video. I know my supporters gonna come in just like they're still coming in for my last video, and I'm gonna let y'all enjoy that. And like I always tell y'all, you know, make sure y'all, and the ones that come in later are the ones that might be able to tune in to this later. Make sure y'all check this out. Make sure y'all follow me. I'm gonna hit y'all with 2 today. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna really enjoy that next one. But I had to get this out for y'all because it really leads to the next video. When you experience and have a deep connection with us, you're going to feel very heavy feelings, because this is like, we feel the same way. We feel the same depth. We feel the same passion from any individual that we connect with. That's why a lot of Scorpios like tend to take that, you know, tend to really look deeply into the person. I ask a lot of questions. I'll be very, you know, very depth. Like you want to, like some of y'all want to call me, be like, nah, I want to talk from a distance. Like y'all want to, like, nah, I need to see who you are. Like you need to come out. You need to you need to come out. He ain't gonna want to see you from a distance. You ain't gonna be able to hide like, oh, my hair not right. I don't care, because I'm gonna have to see your hair naughty one day. I'm gonna have to see your hair looking lopsided one day. I'm gonna have to see your mascara mashed up one day. So I might as well look at it for what it is. We don't like none of that surprise stuff. I don't want no rabbit coming, the Jack in the Box coming out the hat. I don't I don't need no rabbit coming out the hat. You know what I'm saying? I don't need none of that stuff. Like, we like to know what's going on with the individual, because we know with every person is very deep. You know what I'm saying? With every person that we connected with is always very heavy. You know, they did me real crazy on my video today, y'all. But this how it goes. But I want y'all to be able to tune in, because that's why I put in all this little efforts in for y'all, because I know it's so much done to keep me away from y'all. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all. See, they can't hide me. They trying to hide me. You know, I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. You know, with every connection I ever been with, whether she was older than me, you know what I'm saying, whether she was a year or two or younger than me, like, it's always been like this person was meant to be around me. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like this deep connection where I love you forever. I'm gonna exchange. I'm gonna show you all this stuff. It's like yo, like I don't want to, like, I be trying to keep it like minimized, but it's never. We always had that spirit and that personality where people were like, individuals love me, whether I was connected to an elder, whether I was connected to a child, whether I was connected to a woman in a relationship. They always like literally love me, and they connect with me and attach with me on a deep level. I can't shake them. I can't water it down. We can't be halfway. I can't, and like we can't be like it's like that song with Ariel and Deborah Cox. We can't be friends. We can't, you know, everything got to be dramatic and romantic and and this soap opera that goes on and on. It's like it's never been this ordinary thing where I can like, oh, I'm gonna move on and go chase all these other girls. Oh, I'm gonna move on and just live my life when we had it ain't never no wham bam. I could never have a wham bam. I'm wham bamming, hitting the walls, knocking the headboard. I'm huffing and puffing. She hollering. It's a continuous day after day experience. It ain't never no, oh, I just go over there for the weekend and I don't see her for three. I don't understand. It's Scorpios that's like that, but all the Scorpios are not like that. It's you got to y'all have to understand that some of we still water signs. So when you dealing with one that's on a deep, very mature level, we're very the connections that you have with us is going to be very in depth. It's going to be very strong. Where you can be like, wow, I can't shake this ain't the average relationship. Wow, this ain't the average connection that I ever had before. This individual is very very deep. This individual had a lot of layers. And y'all let me know if everything coming through clear, because I don't never want to over saturate the stuff. I don't never want to water it down. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. I know y'all love my videos. I know it's in the middle of the day. I know it's a random video, but let me know. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Like I always tell y'all, make sure you follow me at godbody_2000. Make sure you hit that heart comment. Don't hit the heart button, because somebody y'all be hard headed hitting that heart button. But make sure you comment. Let me know if y'all in here. Let me know where you from. You know, I appreciate the love. Make sure you follow me at godbody_2009 on IG. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate, show that love, my links I post in the chat room. And if you want any advice, consultation, anything like that, make sure you hit me up at 312-526-6350. I appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if y'all live in. I see y'all. I know y'all in here, but I want to know if y'all in here. And, so y'all let me know. You know, when people connect with me, they connect with me very deeply. Like, even though I poke at a lot of them, I done had my little spillover, because it's so deep. Like, I can never be like, oh, you're just a person that watch me on you. Like, they like, no, we had deep conversations, God body. No, I know you, God. like I never could be casual and just be like, oh, whatever, and just be passive. I never had that passive aggressive connection with people. It's always in depth. Whether they might be mad at me, they still have a passionate connection with me. Even the ones that might feel a certain type of way, they have a passionate connection with me. Even my most devoted haters and enemies, they have a certain level of respect for me and a certain level of dedication to their hate. Like, even from a little child, like it's always been it's always been deep. They always have to be on the back of my back and huff and puff on my neck to let me know they exist. Like, they could never just be a ignorant, hating buffoon from a distance. They always got to be in my face and let me know and get my attention. You see what I'm saying? So even when I deal with my partners, it's always had that same depth to it. Whether it didn't matter whether she was old, it didn't matter whether she came from a wealthy family, didn't matter whether she came from a poor family, didn't matter if she came from a family full of one. They all connect with me from the soul. So when you love with a Scorpio man, you have to understand that you're gonna be all over the place sometimes, because you're not gonna be able to help it. We can't help it. Trust me. I tried. I tried to see, like, is there a average relationship button that I could hit the switch on, so women they don't fall head over heels in love, and I don't have a deep passionate relationship that's like a tornado roller coaster. Can I just have a moderate relationship where we just giggle and and ha 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 and watch Netflix and do I don't know, and do relationship stuff? Like, no. You have to be in tumultuous, deep relationships. Like God said, no, you a special child, a servant of the Most High God. You will be connected to women from the hip to the rib to the bone to the foot. She gonna fall in love. And any woman that you ever connect with, if you think you're gonna do the regular thing that the rest of these demons do, it's not gonna work. Every woman that you ever look at, she gonna fall deep in love with you. You gonna have to have a world. You gonna have to deal with her with both hands. She not gonna ever leave your memory. She not gonna ever leave your story. You not gonna be able to jump from the to the next chapter. She gonna be connected to you like a tattoo. You see what I'm saying? That's why when we look at y'all, we look at y'all deeply. That's why when we look at one, we like, but you ain't on no average. Yeah, you coming in here all innocent, but you ain't got no. This is not going to end up being an innocent situation. That's why with some women, I'm like, nah, not her. She too crazy. I'm seeing too much crazy already. Because if I deal with her, if for her to know me, even if she don't know me already, I know when she know me, she gonna lock into me. So if I know she acting crazy and I ain't talked to her for 2 days, I know it's gonna be a whirlwind, a whirlpool of feelings. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be passionate. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me clear my little stuff out, y'all. I seen Cheetah underscore Miller. They look like a real person. And that's why I ain't block you, because you look like a real person. I ain't block you either, Bob, because you look like you look like a real person, Bob. I don't know if Allison, you look very familiar, Miss Allison. Like I was thinking about like I be like I don't be tweet like and I don't mean to be coming off wrong, because I know it's a, even though my videos might start off a certain way because of how the algorithm is or whatever. I know people gonna watch my videos because I know people are connected to me in a deep way. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? The women that I connect with and draw to me, they love hard. They can be, people might be jealous, dudes might be jealous, be like, man, look at her. You know what I'm saying? They sexy, they beautiful, they're very attractive, but they are in depth. Anybody that I ever loved, or anybody that ever even so much as crushed on me, even if she a little teeny petite thing, she like the song Q-Tip. She a vibrant thing. It ain't never no regular thing. It's the girl. It's the girl that's the most popular girl in the school. The girl that everybody thirsty over. The girl that got 50 different sides to her to herself. Like she got to find me. She got to get attached to me. She got to look at me. You know what I'm saying? So the stuff that we be dodging, most people can't see because they looking at it only from a one-dimensional standpoint. They only looking for their woman with only one-dimensional eye view, but they not really looking at the big picture of who that individual really is, or who that woman really is, or who that person they really dealing with. And I know when I do my little joints, I know they gonna give me a little time or whatever, but I don't know. It ain't like something I didn't really. It's weird how my platform started. You know what I'm saying? Because I never planned anything or had any expectations. So just to see all this stuff, it's kind of weird sometimes for me. But I do this because I really love y'all, and a lot of y'all really connect with my videos and tell me I should keep doing it. So for whatever reason y'all want me to keep doing it, but I love y'all and I appreciate that. Let me see, make sure I can see all my comments. Y'all, so why everybody so quiet? I want to make sure y'all can see me. And y'all excuse me for everything being so. Yeah, this one look like it'll be a lot better. So with the woman that we connect with, it's always this very in-depth, passionate connection. Um, like I even with a woman that I thought it was gonna be like some whatever. Like it's always some like if it was like if like let's say for instance I connect with a woman and it feel like it's gonna be some temporary time. When it's some temporary time, it's really super temporary. Like they here today and gone tomorrow. Like they literally be gone. Like we literally don't have no second dates, no second conversations, no nothing. If she's a temporary connection, I don't really talk to them more than once. Usually, the ones that I connect with, it's always super, super passionate. You know what I'm saying? It's always super deep. That's why it's never hard for me to tell the ones that love me are the ones that's going to end up being in debt with me, because it's never no halfway. When y'all date us, it's never gonna be no halfway. It's never gonna be no light thing. You could dance around, you could bounce around, you could connect around, you could try to be in other relationships. Even we want y'all to, like, go ahead, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Even that Scorpio come off like he don't care, like he's living his life, he's doing his dating thing. It's all as well, cool. But even if we want y'all gone, even if you want to be gone, when you connected to us, it's super heavy. Where you not like, I don't feel right doing this other stuff. I keep thinking about this Scorpio man. I'm connected with him because it's super deep. Like, I be wanting to shit. I don't be wanting to hold on to individuals. Like, I don't know how people could be like so normal and so casual, or so um just so whatever with their relationships, and they don't really have no real bond. They don't really have no real soul connection with that person. It's like, I never been able to have those relationships. I never been able to have no fake connection with people. You see what I'm saying? It's always been very deep. Even when people have looked for me from a distance, women have had eye contact with me from a distance. It's really heavy. So every relationship, it feel like damn near a marriage. Even from when I joke about, like, I try to use characters. I try to use women that can't really, they can't really be seen. Like, it ain't embarrassing for them. Even if it's embarrassing, they ain't been around a long time for people to even know who I'm talking about. Like, even when I think about, I might say, for instance, I think about my friend Ebony that I connected with years ago. Even if I don't want to have a certain feelings for her, or a certain passion for her, she's going to keep flashing through. Certain women, I realize they're supposed to be in my story because they will keep coming back in full fledged. Even if I don't think about them, I don't look at no pictures about. I don't have to look at no pictures. They keep coming back like a motion picture, like on the movie with the flashbacks come back in your head, like the sexual experiences, the depth conversations. Like why did I even talk to this person? Like, we might as well had did the whole thing, because the depth of the connection, I know what level it was supposed to already take. We stopped that from going all the way through. We might have stopped it from going to that certain extent, but I can tell certain people that I've connected with, it had a certain depth to it. It was supposed to have a powerful connection to it. Y'all make sure y'all. I see y'all up in here. You know what I mean? I know that, just like I told y'all. I know it's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, but I'm gonna do one more. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do one more for y'all, because I know it's a lot of stuff going on, and I know my supporters can't really help. You know the what's going on this platform. But I still love y'all. I still appreciate y'all. Like I tell y'all, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know where y'all from. Let me know where y'all came from. If y'all want to hit me up behind the scenes, make sure you hit me up at 312-526-6350. Make sure y'all donate, show that love. My PayPal link, my Cash App link is in the chat room. Make sure you comment. Let me know where you from. I love to know where y'all from. If are you from the East Coast? Are you from Japan? Are you from Africa? Let me know. I love hearing from y'all. But every person that I've connected with, like, hey, Miss 24, every person that hey, what's going on? Every person that I connected with, they have literally attached. They literally tattooed on me, or they literally have this heavy connection with me, where it's not normal, where it's not regular, where it can't be downplayed, where they where it's almost unexplainable, where it's like like a kindred spirit connection with every woman I've ever been attached to. And even when I look at them from a long distance, from a bird's eye view, you know what I'm saying? I look at them like even when I try to go on with life, they try to go on life. I could tell like they're not their connections aren't the connections that they chose over our connections are the connections that I chose over our connections. They didn't go. They're not gonna go as they planned. Then it's not going. The relationship is not gonna thrive as she thought it was because our connection was almost written in like the connections that we have, our relationship that we have, they're literally like written in the stars where we can't we have no choice. The energies of women that I've drawn to me are that I've attracted to me from this channel are from just everyday life have been supernovas. I would consider them like supernovas. They're literally like super planets within themselves. Like their personalities are out of this world. Their intelligence are far different than the average individual. Their beauty is extremely extravagant. Their background stories be very very deep. It is never nothing normal. Like I can't you can't help when you find people. You can't help when you run across people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I look at a lot of stuff, you know, so unbiasedly. But the connections that we have, it has so much passion to it. I know this like what I'll be like, wow, this is a person that I was supposed to know. Wow, this is a person that I was supposed to connect with on this level. You know, I'm gonna make sure I share this on IG to my people on IG too, because I know a lot of times my stuff don't get shared like it's supposed to unless they putting a bunch of trolls on my channel or weirdos. You know what I'm saying? But at least I know that my real supporter that y'all really be trying to watch the videos and connect with them. You know, I really appreciate y'all. I want to do one more joint for y'all, you know, but I'm gonna still finish this out for y'all. So, like I always tell y'all, make sure you hit that like button. I I, I just want to make sure y'all can see me on the in a way where it's not where it don't seem like I'm 100 miles away. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to make sure. You know, I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. They been so hard on my numbers, but like I said, I try not to get into that because like a lot of y'all as my viewers, y'all make it very clear to me that y'all gonna make sure y'all come and watch them, and I know that. So understand like how we come off when we ask certain questions, or how we come off when we first start talking to certain women, or when we start dealing with y'all, because everything that we have every experience for the most part has been a very passionate connection. There's never been no relationship I've really been in that had like this lightweight, I felt watered down in any type of form or fashion. That's why I always paced in myself, because even everything from my personal relationships to every connection I ever had has always had something, a certain potency to it that's very deep. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, like a lot of people, they can remember my face from years ago, or they have a connection that that I wouldn't even think like, wow, she remember, or wow, she connect with me like I wouldn't think this person remember me. Certain people that connected with me in such a deep way come to me years later, be like, yeah, I was so in love with you, or I was so connected with you, but I thought you was talking to somebody else, or I thought you was married. It's just always some very deep, you know what I'm saying, undertone to our connection that I never thought existed. You know what I'm saying? That's why every person I ever been with, like I look into them deeply. Like even the ones that might not even thought it was serious. Like I always took anybody that I was ever connected with deeply on a serious level. You know what I'm saying? That's why certain ones I even had to break up with, because it was a certain serious. It was too much seriousness to my tone, and I didn't see the destination for it. It had our bond had a serious spiritual tone to it that I knew that was there, but the way the way things were going, I didn't see the destination that matched our connection, that matched our spiritual identity in that relationship. And I wasn't the type of person to waste time. I wasn't the type of person to just go along and just because I'm connected to a person, or just because we we're in this relationship. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like us crossing the first step gonna take 100,000, miles, I realize it's not really gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much depth to what I put into the connection. It might be too much depth into what I put into that relationship in particular. Y'all let me know if y'all up there. I see Miss Brown. I don't know where you from. Let me know where you from, Miss Brown. Miss, I seen Miss 24. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if y'all in here. I see 9 people in here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I had a lot of trolls in here commenting, so I need to see some regular people comment. You know what I mean? If you got love for this channel, y'all make sure y'all comment. Make sure you like I always tell y'all, make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009 on IG. You know, if y'all want to hit me up on emails, ask me any questions, if you want any type of request or whatever, make sure you hit me up on my email, which is posted in the link. Make sure y'all donate, show that love if y'all enjoying these videos. I don't know what's been going on, but at the same time, maybe it's not. Maybe it's something going on with not with the people. Maybe something going. It's like I see people on lower vibrations connecting with each other. Like they be bouncing up so quick to talk and so excited. And I'm not saying that because I know a lot of stuff be going on with my page that makes it hard for people to really reach out and really watch my videos. But I noticed one thing, like when it comes to low vibrational stuff and stuff that has no relevance, people like are really quick to talk, are really quick to say stuff, are really quick to put their 2 cents in. But when it comes to things that have a deep connection, when it comes to things that have a real meaning, when it comes to things that really have depth and spiritual wisdom to it, everybody gets so quiet. Nobody really has no energy to really talk. Everybody becomes almost this spiritual mute. And I don't understand. It's weird. It's weird. People could talk about the most weirdest, most ignorant stuff and it'd be 1,000 people. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking, you know what I mean? But it do seem a little strange sometimes. A lot of times. I ain't gonna say sometimes, I'm gonna say a lot of times. But I know the right people. Just like I said, I always knew my page was unique, and I know a lot of people gonna come in. I know a lot of people gonna connect with it. I'm gonna try to hit y'all, just like I said, with plenty of content. I don't like. Matter of fact, let me see something right quick. Because they don't want to feel and go deep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But at least you did comment. At least you said something back, Miss. Because I don't know. I do know, but that's far beyond this video. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna just go ahead and finish this out for the few that do connect with it, that really get it. But every relationship is like another lifetime. I'm from Texarkana, Texas. Sometimes the chat disappears. I can't comment. Oh, okay. Can you comment now? I appreciate that because I be seeing all types of stuff. I don't know why nobody tells me this stuff. Y'all, when y'all be seeing weird stuff happen, if weird stuff happen on a video, please let me know and please make sure to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know unless y'all tell me. I don't see this stuff. So if my chat disappears or anything like that, please let me know and make sure y'all hit that like and y'all make sure y'all support because it be a lot of stuff going on. So y'all please let me know. Yeah, it just pops back up. Yeah, it just popped back up. Sometimes I will press I will go into my comments, but I know they known for doing stuff. They do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to let me know because I can know what's going on. You know, every relationship is like it's like another life because each individual I've ever been with had a very deep spiritual connection with me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's whether it's the physical, sexual part of the relationship, they bring out a different piece of me, like a different aggression, a different passion, a different romantic knowledge, different romantic rhythms, different romantic moves are just a different piece in my personality, a different layer in who I am as an individual that brings me to a different maturity, that brings me to a different level, that brings me to being having a whole different insight on life. You know what I'm saying? A whole different perspective on life, and that's why every individual I connect with, I take everything very deeply. I take it very seriously to this enormous depth. I'm just making sure everything. Do you make sure y'all follow me? Like I always tell y'all, make sure y'all follow me at Godbody underscore 2009. I appreciate the love. You know, make sure you hit that like button, which is if y'all know how to hit that like button, make sure you hit the three dots in the corner. And when you like my videos, please make sure they don't unlike my videos because I don't know, it'd be weird stuff going on all the time. And people that do join my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and make sure you come check because my channel, sometimes it'd be weird stuff with my video notifications. So please make sure you go check out my videos and make sure you stay in tune. I just want to because y'all be it be people up in here, even with all the pushback, even when there's weird stuff going on, but it be hard to read. It still be, the room be still hard to read sometimes. So y'all excuse me for asking y'all certain questions sometimes. When you connect with us, it's it's like they're it's like almost like they're a female version of me, a certain piece of me. It's like they represent every female I ever dated. It's like they represent a different portion of my spiritual identity. And I hope that don't sound weird to nobody. Like any person, every woman I ever dated, they have like a spiritual identity that connects with me, whether it's my sense of humor, whether it's my deep intellect, whether it's my creative side, whether it's my passionate side, whether it's my deep dark side, from whether they had a deep dark, a lot of them, every last one of them had like this dark, tumultuous childhood and this deep dark life like I did. So it's like it's not any question that they were supposed to be in my journey, whether I was too immature to understand that, or whether they were too immature to understand how much we connected to each other, or how much we really meant to each other, or really mean to each other. It's just something I realized. It's something that's always been very vivid to me, where I felt like I knew this would make a good video because it has so much levels and depth to it than just being with this individual, or being with this type of person. Like I never been able to connect with a fake light-hearted person on a fake level that really don't have no depth to themselves. I never been able to vibe with that type of person. I never been able to connect with somebody that didn't have a deep heart, a passionate story, just this deep level of loving. Like even women that have moved on, and it's so weird. It's like you look at them like people that you knew you're supposed to connect with, and you see them. It's like you see certain one of them, and they don't have that same happy. You look at them and you know that they were supposed to connect with you, whether they didn't realize it. You know what I'm saying? They don't. It just you love them, and you don't hate them because everybody don't have that spiritual eye. Everybody don't have that understanding. They can feel it, but they don't know how to abbreviate it. And there's certain things ain't going their way. They disconnect from it or dismiss it because they don't have that wisdom to understand what that person means in their journey. You see what I mean? And that's why certain people you'll connect with and you can never let go. You know what I'm saying? Certain people you fall in love with and you'll never forget because it was already destined, but you passed that destiny by. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's why not saying it's impossible, but that's why you'll see people come back 5 years later. I see people come back connect back 10 years later. They known each other for 20 years and they finally get together because it was already destined for that connection to happen, but they procrastinated, and it took way longer than it was supposed to because that woman's stubborn or that man, disobedience is like they did things that made the connection difficult to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like every individual I've connected with was like a kindred spirit to me, was more of a female reflection of a different piece of my soul, because whether it was my, just like I said, passion, creativity, anger, emotional love, uh, just all different pieces of me, I'm literally seeing reflected with me. And then sometimes they would, even with the lead, especially with the lead, like she just get, certain times she get mad, and just like the Pisces, she get mad. I just like, it just getting on. I'm like, she getting on my, like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her? She getting on my nerves, but I know I can be snappy. I know I can be a hot head. I know I can be extremely passionate. But it just like seeing like, oh, she getting on my nerves. Like, why is she doing all her shit? Like, but we connect with, the people that we are. You know what I'm saying? We connect with those same, extremes, those same, casual pieces of ourselves. You know what I mean? That's why I tell you, like, even the women that's been older than me that have learned a lot from, have learned a lot from me because I have so many different perspectives, so many depth to me that's beyond this time. That's why I always feel. That's why a lot of times I feel weird with the women I do connect, but I feel a certain extreme depth to it because I'm like, you got to be a different type of woman to connect with a person like me because my the way my personality is not just a TV. It's not this generation. It's not really handmade. It's not really carbon copied by nobody. You have to be a real genuine soul to really appreciate a person like me. If because I might not be what's trending, but I'm something that can I trans. I'm not trending. I transcend. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people look for stuff that's trending. I don't trend. I transcend. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a real deep person with a real depth understanding of life to really connect with me and love me and really understand me, because this is beyond TV, it's beyond the social media stage generation, it's beyond that. That's why I've always been able to connect with people from all generations, because I connect with that woman from the soul, from the heart, and the mind, and I aligned it all in one. So when a person really connects with me, they connect to me very deeply, even if it's from a long distance. They draw into me very heavy because I'm a spiritual individual, and that's the magnetism thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that they can outthink themselves to do. It's not something that they can think themselves up to do. It's so natural. You don't even have to think about it. It's that's why a lot of people, that's why a lot of y'all have trouble with connecting with us, because you're trying to figure it out too much with just the mind, and you got to go into the levels of spiritual depth. You have to go to that depth. If you don't understand that depth and you're not willing to go to that level, it's going to always come off as this confusing thing. It's going to always come off as this, you know, very mysterious thing, because you're looking at it with the wrong eye. You're looking at it with the wrong perception. You're looking at it with this mediocre this perception of mediocrity, and your relationship is supernaturally on another universe, and you're trying to bring it, you're trying to understand it on this one dimensional level, you're gonna be lost. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot to really understand this. Bro, I've been talking to this girl. Hey, Sector Z. Make sure you hit me up. Make sure you donate Sector Z because I know you new. Let me know where you from, how long you been watching. Like I always tell y'all, make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009 if you have an IG. If y'all want to hit me up for advice, if y'all need questions with some real deep relationship stuff, make sure y'all hit me up on my email, which is posted. And you can hit me on my number 312-526-6350. 312-526-6350. Make sure you hit me up. Make sure you hit that like button, Sector Z. If you don't know where that like button is, whatever supporter in here, make sure y'all keep commenting. Make sure y'all hit that comment. Let me know if y'all in here. Y'all can y'all can talk to me. Like a lot of women I knew. It's certain women that I knew that was supposed to be really really connected with me. They could have even been somebody that was supposed to be with me forever, like to that point, on that level, on that. But it's so deep to the point it's scary to them. It's they vibe with me so much and love me so much. It's uncomfortable for them. They feel they love me and they connect with me so deeply. It's they can't control it, and it's not, and they don't like that feeling, especially the ones that might be fired. They do not like, you know how the love song say love takes over, love make me control me, is making me act crazy. Like it gets real like that when the fall, like, because I feel the same way. Like I told you, like my Leo playing games, my Pisces playing, like I wanted to pull up on my Pisces, but I'm like, I don't want her to think, I don't want her to start tweaking just because she might feel like, cause she like, you should have pulled up and da da da, but I'm like nah, because I shouldn't have to do all that wild stuff. We should just have a conversation that if we connect together, we get back together. I shouldn't have to come there on this. So a relationship I had, it's super action packed. It's very deep. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanna make sure y'all enjoying this, because I know I didn't really plan this joint or nothing like that. You know, I haven't even been sharing my stuff on IG because that stuff been getting on my nerves a little bit too. But just being honest, that stuff been getting on my nerves too. So I ain't been really doing the IG thing. But I know I'm gonna have to share it just so it can get the real rotation that it deserves. Let me see. Just added you, man. Okay. Sector Z, bro. I've been talking to this girl. Yeah, all of a sudden she start. Oh, okay. Uh, I'm that's what's up. I'm gonna definitely. I know I got some of my supporters in here. What's going on? Let me see. Hey, Dougal. I don't know. I ain't never seen them before, but y'all let me know if y'all in here. I see y'all coming up in here. I love seeing my supporters and hearing from y'all, but y'all let me know if y'all vibing with the video. I connect with y'all. If y'all connect with it, and just like I told y'all, this is a video experiencing a new love, is experiencing a new life, because it's literally like a new life. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like a whole nother experience. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna have the same experience with somebody that's born and raised in Jamaica than somebody that's from Japan. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna date. She has a whole different spiritual piece, and it's not, and is even beyond their color or their ethnicity. It's it's their spiritual identity and the things that people make look at her as weird are the things that make her so unique. It makes her, it brings out so much different pieces in me, because the things that people look at her as weird is something that I might see as beautiful, something that I might think is wonderful, like the like it's deep. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't always want to be thinking about certain women I've dealt with, but I have such a passionate heart. It's like certain things that is so deep and spiritual. It's going to always connect with you, even when you don't realize it has a certain. It was deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? But she be stuck. It be glued on your head. She might not been all that, but she's still glued on the back of your membrane. It's like she's stuck there. Like what is, especially when I feel like when a woman is really in love with you, you connected with them, they really don't. Even if it don't get to the part where y'all physical yet, even if you get to the part where y'all never even got to see each other yet, y'all going to have to come back to full surface that connection, because it has too much meaning to it to just be regular. Hey, Lena Latane, you got a name on you, Lena Latania. That's a name. Why the Scorpio man won't let you go, knowing y'all not meant for each other. Good morning, by the way. Yeah, make sure you show that love. Make sure you hit that like button, Miss Latanya. And it's and like I tell y'all, like I was telling y'all, like our love has depth to it. If you were meant to be in love with us, if you were meant to be in our story, it's because the people that I feel like we meet and the people that we run across and the people that we connect with, they supposed to be around us. They were supposed to be there in the first place. You had a meaning for being there. It don't got nothing to do with our preference. It don't have nothing to do with your preference. It's like y'all genuinely love each other. Y'all genuinely connected to each other. You be like, no, I don't want to love her right now. I'm not trying to be in love right now. She's not my type. He's not my type. I don't like dreadlock. I don't like Caribbean men. I don't like they man they just anything. They drink too much coconut water. You know, your hair too long. They womanizers. You're too brown. You too chocolatey. You know, I don't do that. That's not. I don't do the chocolatey thing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like she will naturally be drawn to me if she's meant to be connected to me. You know what I'm saying? Even if she's completely different from my culture, or even if I'm completely different, it's like you're gonna be connected to us. Yes, you pronounced it the second time. Just follow me at Godbody. Just like I tell all my other supporters, make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. Make sure you, if y'all want to donate, show that love. Make sure you show that love to my PayPal link or my Cash App link. If you want to hit me up for advice, like Miss Latanya, Miss Latanya, Miss Latanya, make sure you hit me up at 312-526-6350, 312-526-6350. Y'all were in here. I need people how it was going to look, how they was going to treat me with this video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and share this video on IG, and I'm gonna do one more for y'all, just so y'all can enjoy it. I might just wait till later on. I just see how y'all. I'm gonna have to let this one up, because I want y'all to be able to appreciate it, and I want y'all to watch the last video too, because a lot of people haven't been able to watch the last video. So I want to make sure it get, I don't just be pushing out stuff, because it's always quality over quantity with me. So y'all make sure, if y'all want to reach out to me, y'all jot down those links. Make sure you get my Yahoo or my Gmail. But every relationship, like they had almost this vintage feel with themselves. Even the women I date, they almost had this very old, like this old lady, this like not like an old lady, like they just can't move. Like they had like this, they seemed like they were from a different time. They had a piece of them that had this different piece of, that just was, even if they were very new school, they had something that was very different and very, it was almost unique. Like the Leo, she like writing that, she like reading thick romance novels. You know, that's very old fashioned. She like writing, just write like romance. Like when I tried to read a page, I seen my name in her page one time, and I tried to read what she was writing about me. She was like about to cut my head. I was like, go ahead, you can have it. I don't even want to know what you wrote about me no more, because it got to be something crazy. You know what I'm saying? But with the Pisces, she like the cook. She cooked like somebody's grandmother, but she's still like a very young woman. But she had like this old school, cooking style. Like they all had like this very unique talents and unique pieces of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Allison Brown, my Scorpio lives an hour from me. Don't usually do long distance, but I can't pass him up. Yeah, yeah, we're individuals. Like a lot of people, it takes, but just like I said, everybody don't have that same appreciation, Alice, and everybody not going understand that. Everybody not, a lot of people when they in relationships with us, they a lot of times they take it for granted, and they don't really value it. I really see our worth. I really take it seriously, because it really it depends on their spiritual maturity, whether their spiritual maturity where it stands at. Because I always find out real fast, because if the person don't really see it, if they really show themselves, they can't really hide themselves from me or pretend to be a certain way with me. You know what I mean? So it always they always have to come forward with it, even if they not necessarily comfortable with coming forward with their feelings. They eventually have to run and come to full surface with that. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that connected me on that level, like, and didn't really lock into me or really appreciate me when I was there, like, they really, I really be seeing, like, I know they really feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why a lot of times it feels like we're hunting you. That's why a lot of times it feels like you having dreams about us, or you have that woman that have visions about us. I should have these crazy, connections when it comes to us, because we have a different hold on her that was supposed to mean something than just this regular thing. It was something that we were supposed to do together, accomplish together, connect with our connection together, that wasn't done. You know what I'm saying? And it's like an unfinished book. You know what I'm saying? So it's too many chapters to write and to finish off with certain women that we connect with. That's why you have the dreams about us. You'll be like, I don't want to think about him. I don't want to connect with him. That's fine. But until you be who you're supposed to be in that relationship, do what you were supposed to do in that relationship, it's not going. You're going to feel like we're literally hovering over you a lot of times. You're going to feel like he's literally on your back sometimes, because, oh yeah, okay, I see who this is. It's going to feel like we on your back sometimes, because it's 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 like they a lot of times I feel like the women that we connect, they're more like our spiritual. They're like they're like, I don't know. This like this thing they supposed to be in with us. Like all the women that connect with me, they have that same charisma. They have that same attractiveness. They have that same inness to themselves. Even if they come off as a hothead, they really have a lot of similarities to me than differences. When I really look at it, they have a lot of similarities to me, but a lot of them, just like I said, they're similar to me. So they hot headed, they stubborn. A lot of them they get they hold grudges, because I can hold a grudge sometimes. So a lot of women that I connect, they get hot with me and they hold grudges with me for a while. But not, most of them, if not all, they come around, and they realize it was petty a lot most of the time. You know what I mean? So just understand, when you are with us and you experience a relationship with us, it's going to be heavy. It's going to feel heavy. It's going to have a heavy connection to it. It's going to have a heavy sexual connection to it. It's going to have a heavy spiritual connection to it. It's going to have a heavy mental connection to it, because it's not just this regular relationship. It's more. It's a real life experience. It's a real spiritual experience in this journey that's going to bring a lot out of you. That's going to it's going to bring a lot of wisdom out of you. You're going to learn a lot of knowledge from this connection. You're going to learn a lot about yourself from this connection, because this is not going to be like just this average relationship. It's not going to be just like your ex from the past. It's not going to be like somebody that you might date in the future. This individual has a meaning for being in your journey, whether you realize it or not. So I know y'all gonna be able to watch it and tune in. Let me know if y'all enjoy this. I just want to make sure y'all really got this video, that y'all really get the real depth of this video. I just want to make sure y'all got it. I just want to make sure my viewers really get the, because I know I wanted to give y'all the full screen, but they wouldn't let me for whatever reason. I've been trying to do the sideways screen that y'all love so much. I might have to just get me a new camera, because it's not letting me do it. And they been funny on my numbers, because they just been funny on my numbers. Look, they restarted it all. Look, it's always something, y'all. I be telling y'all, this stuff is crazy. But just like I said, I never had no intention on even being able to have a platform. Shit, you know what I mean? And if they keep messing up my video, that's fine. I still know it's gonna come out the right way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even worried about that. And if it don't come out the right way, I know how to make it all over again. Y'all don't even worry about that. But to all my new supporters that came in, you know, this all about y'all. As long as y'all get to enjoy the video, as long as y'all have fun with the video, that's all that matters. Because I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. They started my video all the way from the beginning. It's crazy, but this is how it goes, y'all. This is how it goes. But I think it still go back to normal. I hope it still go back to normal. But if it don't, I'll make sure I do it over. And I'll make sure I have it right for y'all, because this is a cricket platform. So I got the doesn't come out right, y'all. I'll make sure I just take it down and I just do it over for y'all, because I know what's going on. Unfortunately, this is what happens with this type of stuff. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I love y'all, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.